Okay, welcome to day 149. 148 other videos that are available with all kinds of great information on how I went from being homeless to becoming a multi-millionaire. How I went from being single in my 30s to being married for the first time when I was in my early 40s. Today I want to share with you about the importance of relationships.
Thanks for watching this Tom Pace video. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe to this channel. Tom Pace is a multi-millionaire and wants to share with you all his experience.
Today I want to share with you about the importance of relationships. The relationships that we have with our family, the relationships we have with our friends, the relationships we have with people that we work with. I think it's very important to get to know people around me. Now, I am definitely an extrovert. There are people that are introverts and extroverts, but I need to rely on people. I love having friends. I think the most important thing there is on earth are our relationships, our friendships, our family. So I'm really lucky. Both my mom and dad lived long lives. My mother passed away in her 80s. My father is 90 years old. He's still alive. I have a brother that's a couple of years older than me, so he's down the path of life a little bit further from me, and so he can share with me his experiences with what he's dealing with, so I have kind of a forecast of some of the things that are going to happen in my life. Now, I had a sister, and she was 4 years older than me, and she passed away when I was 2 from a disease called leukemia. Now, I've had a lot of friends, and one of the things I want to talk about is friendships. Just friends with people that I work with, friends that I met in school, friends that lived in the neighborhood. There's all kinds of friends that we have. Now, some of the friends I've had in my life have been friends of a season. Friends that I just met in school, and proximity allowed us to spend time together, but then they moved away or I moved away, and so now we're not as close as we used to be. We don't spend as much time together as we used to. But I can stay in touch with my friends. Now we have new kinds of ways to do that. Not only can I write them a letter, but I can become friends with them on social media, and we can stay in touch that way. Or I can make sure that I have their phone number and their email, and I can contact them and stay in touch with them. A friend of mine owned a family business here in Oklahoma City, and it's at Penn Square Mall, and I decided I would drop by and say hello to him this last weekend. Well, when I went in, things seemed different. I said, "Where's David?" And they said, "Well, David sold the business over a year and a half ago." I was shocked. So I thought, well, as soon as I get back to my office, I'll get to my address book and I'll give David a call. I've known David now for over 25 years. And when I looked at my address book, I didn't have his name or his phone number. I don't have his email. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get a hold of David. But David and I have had experiences, a lot of experiences 10, 15, 20 years ago, and we really haven't been in touch much lately, obviously. So I'm going to put a special effort out to reach out to David. I'm going to find David so that we can continue our friendship. I've had one friend that we've been friends ever since we were less than 5 years old. He's a doctor. He's got a large family. We've spent time together over the years. Now, I frequently just give, happens to be another David, I give him a call from time to time, and every once in a while David calls me. I have a friend that I met in college. Now, his name is Doug. I was at OSU, Oklahoma State University in Stillwater. I was depressed, I was lonely, I didn't have any friends at Stillwater. This was my first semester there, and I was looking down at the ground, because when you're depressed, that's normally what you do, is you look down. So I was looking down, and I saw a pair of shoes, exactly the kind of shoes that I was wearing. This was the first time I'd seen anybody else wear these shoes. And so I said to him, I said, "Nice shoes." And now we've been friends for over 40 years. Matter of fact, he lives 2 doors down or 3 doors down from our home. He and his wife and their family moved into our neighborhood, and we get to have dinner together every Monday night, except last Monday night because he was sick. He didn't show up. And we go to church together. And we know each other. I've been in all 3 of his weddings, had the opportunity to go to all 3 of his weddings. In this last wedding, he's been married to Shelley for over 10 years. And it's really great that we have such a nice little neighborhood. We're right there to be able to be close to each other. How do you reach out to your friends? Now, one of the greatest ways to have friends is to be a friend. And forgiveness is a key to friendships because we all have misunderstandings. Sometimes we hurt our friends unintentionally and sometimes maybe intentionally. Sometimes I might get a little jealous or envious of some of the things they have. I might say something like gossip to someone else about a friend. I shouldn't do that, but I'm human. Now, I am on day 3. I've not complained, gossiped, or cussed in 3 days. And we have a little system for doing that. If you're interested in our 3-day commitment, our 3-point commitment, you can go to www.3pointcommitment.org and kind of see what I'm talking about as far as the 3-point commitment. Relationships are hugely important. Key to that is forgiveness. Being able to truly forgive people that we feel like have harmed us. You know, they a lot of times don't mean to do that. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes it is intentional. Just forgive everybody. When Jesus was on the cross, He said, He had suffered all morning long. He had suffered huge amounts of pain. And as He's on the cross, He says, Lord, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing. Wow, that's amazing. I would love to have that kind of forgiveness. Now, I also want to talk about a book that I've written, a book that I just finished reading. It's called Invested. It's by the guy that started Charles Schwab. Now, I highly recommend this book if you're in business or want to go into business to really get a great understanding of what it's like to own your own business. Now, he started just like Sam Walton did with just a few resources and a few people, and he grew the Charles Schwab Corporation into a business now that is responsible for over $3 trillion worth of assets, stocks and bonds and so forth. $3 trillion. So he started a little company and it's grown into this huge business. Now I do have an account. I have accounts at Charles Schwab. I have my IRA at Charles Schwab. If you don't have an IRA, I highly encourage you to start an IRA today. You can do it at your bank. You can do it at Charles Schwab. I also have another IRA at E-Trade. So it's important to have a savings plan. And the great thing about an IRA is the taxes, the income taxes, are deferred. So it's really a great way for you to be able to start developing a true positive net worth. I've been watching some other videos, some people that are successful on YouTube, and I watch them and I wonder, well, how did they make their money? Are they making it just because they're a talent on YouTube, or is it because they had a brick and mortar business, they had a brick and mortar service where they were able to make an income? Now, I am the CEO of Pacebutler Corporation here in Oklahoma City. And as some of you know, I started this business with only $62.53. I had an idea, I took action, and I've stayed committed. So one of the things that I started to do is I'm going to have a seminar in Oklahoma City at least once a month in the middle of the month, either on a Wednesday night for 3 hours or on the Saturday in the middle of the month. And if you go to tompace.com, you can find out more about the conference or the seminar. You can find out more about the seminar and you can register to join us. Now, another thing I like to do is I like to share with other people that want to know some of the things that I've done in order to become successful. And if you'd like, please send me an email or give me a call or put a comment down below, and I'll be happy to respond to you and we can set up dialogue on the telephone. So I'd love for you to attend the seminar, and you just need to go to tompace.com to sign up. There's 148 other videos on here that have all kinds of great information about how I have found success in different areas of my life. Of course, please hit the like button. That lets other people know that you've watched it and you've liked the information. I will continue to make these videos, one video a week, and that's all I'm going to make at this time is one video a week, and I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much.